So basically what you need to sew is you need a sewing machine, you need some thread, you need fabric, and you also need a plan. So you can use a pattern, but if you're unable to find a pattern, you can make your own pattern. And so you can use pattern paper, but what I found works just as well and is free is newspaper. Because I don't have a pattern, I'm going to trace this mask that I already have. Now that you have it all traced, you want to cut out the outer line. Once you have your pattern, you are ready to put it on the fabric and start pinning it on. What you want to do with the fabric is make sure that it's folded in half. You want to take your pattern, place it here, and just pin around the edges. And now you have the two pieces for the outside. Now that we all have all four of our pieces, we can start pinning them together. You want to turn them inside out because this is the way you're going to want to sew it so you don't see all the extra thread. And then you want to put it together exactly how you want the mask to look like when you're finished. Now we can get to using the sewing machine. To set up your machine, you first want to make sure that you have the right color thread. You want to place it on to the designated thread area. And before I thread this part, I want to thread the bobbin. So the way a sewing machine works is that it has a thread on the bottom and the thread on the top and the thread on the bottom. And they pull together and they make the pattern. So you want to make sure that the thread on top matches the thread on the bottom. So this is called a bobbin. You place it here, wrap it around a little bit so it doesn't come undone. Push this in, and then using the pedal, it turns. And then you cut the string and thread the bobbin by placing it in this little hole, going around. And most sewing machines have little diagrams that show you where to put the thread. Start with putting your fabric under, this is called the foot. You place the foot down, there's a little lever in the back, that way your fabric doesn't move at all. And you use your foot pedal. You also, when you start, because the thread sometimes comes undone, you want to go backwards for a few stitches. And that just locks the thread in so it doesn't come undone. And again, when you get to the end, you want to back it up and do a double stitch. Take it out, cut your extra string, and it's okay if it looks really ugly because it's going on the inside of the mask anyways. you might have some holes, especially the hole that you use to turn it inside out. So what you do is you just pin it and you hand sew. And there you have your stitching.